Volunteers were on site by 8:30 a.m. and equipped with N95 masks, gloves, rubber boots, trash grabber tools, and shovels. They say they're responding to an environmental emergency. The Tijuana River Valley might not look like a public health crisis, but a grassroots cleanup crew would say differently. They'd say it's ingrained in the valley. Victoria Brenica grew up in Spring Valley and is the Spring Valley Cleanup Crew founder. She says she created the cleanup crew because San Diego County officials haven't taken appropriate action.
Although the county has declared a public health crisis, we are demanding that they declare a state of emergency because after they declared the public health crisis, they opened up a campsite along the river and they've told none of the people staying here how toxic it is.
The issue has taken on a greater urgency since late April when the Tijuana River Valley Regional Park Campground opened just a mile south of the cleanup site. District 1 Supervisor Nora Vargas addressed the environmental concerns during the April campground opening.
For many years, we've had a lot of challenges with our sewage and the contamination from Mexico, but this is one of the ways where we continue to highlight the beauty of this valley and making sure that what's important to note is that the soil has been tested. This is a safe campground for our communities.
Adam Cooper was one of the volunteers at the cleanup and an atmospheric chemistry PhD student at UCSD. He described what happens to the valley when it rains.
This is the Tijuana River, which tracks a lot of runoff from the city, wastewater, stormwater, crosses the border here, kind of like drains out in these big sweeps. And then now during the summer, it's all dry. And so the trash just kind of sits here and digs into the soil.
Cooper says he has conducted lab tests on water samples from the valley and is concerned about the chronic toxic exposure to the surrounding community.
Analyzing some of the samples we collected, we're seeing pesticides, we're seeing a lot of pharmaceuticals, we're even seeing like illicit drugs like methamphetamine, cocaine, heroin pop up.
Brenica says evidence of the toxic toll abounds.
People are dying. The community gardens here aren't producing food that people can eat now, and like all the surrounding areas we feel are no longer habitable.
Members of the crew say they'll continue to host cleanups. Melissa Mae, KPBS News.